Our next guest is Christine Cerda with, what's the company?
It's called Core Solutions
Core
Group.
Solutions. She told me 5 times before we got up
okay.
here. Core Solutions Group. What does Core Solutions Group do?
Well, Core Solutions Group is a nonprofit organization that provides free education for consumer protection as it relates to the home. I have created a tool that has been around for about 10 years. I work for Guarantee Real Estate as a realtor, but we've been test marketing this product for about 10 years. I'm about to make it national and work with a HUD-funded agency that would be able to use this product across the nation for all HUD-funded agencies as it relates to helping people stay in their home, understand their home, and know the strategy about generational wealth.
Okay, tell me how it works.
Well, ultimately, about 10 years ago, I realized as a marketing major and an undergrad that there was not a mantra one time for every realtor, and every time you met a new realtor, you get a new answer.
Yep.
And it makes it very challenging to trust, correct?
Yes.
So as a result of that, I did a research project with a student at Fresno State. We identified 10 ways in which to buy, and I'll be darned, it's almost the exact same way on the sell side. So with that being said, we created a tool. It's 10 ways in which to buy and sell real estate. Ultimately, it's been test marketed here at Guarantee Real Estate in Fig Garden Village for 10 years, and as of this last year, I created a book off of the 10 pieces.
Now, are you supposed to follow a certain order, or can it start anywhere?
Oh, yes, there is an order. Definitely an order, and it
Point
starts
number
with
1, the question mark, huh?
questions.
Okay.
What are your goals? And that's basically kind of the secret behind it all is, as a real estate agent, we need to really delve into the psychology of the consumer, the goals of the unit, the family unit, and as we know, families are different. They can be generational, they can be mom and dad, they can be kids moving home, moving out, grandparents moving in. There could be 2 separate family members that need to come together. And so no longer is our family unit the basics of 2 parents and 2 children. And with that being said, our goals are different. And I think as real estate agents, if we don't identify the strategy in which we focus on, which is either going to be consumption of the home or investment of the home, with the type of person that you work with, whether that's the millennial or the silent generation, anywhere in between, everybody's got a different goal.
Now, there's a book, The Power of Real Estate, written by Christine Cerda, our
Yes.
guest today. That's pretty exciting.
Yes, thank
You developed this, you tested it.
Yes.
That's the idea. You said you got to test this over a 10-year period.
So over a 10-year period, I can tell you, and Guarantee is a fantastic company. They do fantastic marketing materials, but I will tell you, I've never had to use them. I have only had to use my one sheet.
Use your own.
And within 10 minutes, I gain trust. I gain access to information that probably I would not have been shared. And more importantly, people call me for years because they realize I am providing resources beyond the listing and the sale. We're not there to solely list and sell. We're there to find out the goals. And it may be 6 months from now that we need to try out.
So you sit down with them and show them this chart
Yes.
from the beginning and say, here's the chart, and you run through the steps, different steps. And so step 1's a question, step 2?
Step 2 is identify your unit. Who is your unit? Is it just you and your wife, or is it you and your spouse, or you and a girlfriend, or is it 2 different families coming together, and bring them together?
So you make them think a little bit. Well, what about the mother-in-law?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she might move in with us in a few years. And
Yes, and in fact, if I may show you, the very first 4 pages of the book in a training class are taught by a psychologist. I worked with a psychologist to identify the actual questions that come about when we talk about identifying the goals and identifying the strategy of your clientele.
Some people are afraid to ask the questions, so they might look dumb or something, but you make them ask.
Well, that's the cool part, is I did it in a cartoon format and a very, very basic reading level. The book only takes 30 minutes to read, and believe me, I'm a pretty slow reader.
This is Christine right there.
Yes.
Throughout the book. It does look a little like you.
A little
Same
bit.
purple today.
But I have a better little picture in there that is actually drawn of me.
Let's see, can we find it just for fun?
Let's see.
So this is a lot, I mean, it's not a 20-hour thing. You go through it pretty quickly with them.
Very
You said
quickly.
10 minutes.
Yes, and typically if I'm working with a clientele, I actually only use the one sheet. I have
one sheet.
actually created training courses.
This is for real estate professionals can get this and
Yes,
and
so
look through it.
I've got a few of them.
Is this you here?
Yes.
Okay, here's-
One is a train the trainer session for the professionals. Another
There's a
one
picture, Christine, right
is
there.
a consumer protection workshop. And we've also go into the colleges as well as the high schools. So what we're trying to do is come from the bottom, let's see, the top up or bottom, top down, bottom up, and help everybody to maintain this thing that we all find as the American dream.
So the real estate agent's goal shouldn't be to make the commission, it should be to help the client.
Consumers,
Help
that
the
is
consumer.
correct.
Okay.
And help us to have a home. We are predicted by 2020, or excuse me, about 2050 to have over 55% rental nation.
Wow.
And at this point, we are approximately at 23%. So if we don't start to learn how to maintain, manage, own, and protect the very essence of our, what we would call our family, I'm not sure where we're going to end up as a country.
Everybody has to live someplace.
Yes.
That's the biggest part of the equation. Are you going to own, or are you going to rent? And maybe this will help. Maybe you'll work through this, and some people should be renters. Who knows?
That's correct. And that's the beautiful thing, that this product is actually for people who rent, lease, own, want to know more. But please know that I am just a conduit for those agencies that can provide free money, like HUD afforded agencies like the Community Housing Council of Fresno. They're a fantastic agency that helps people stay out of foreclosure, helps people identify what their needs are if they are in trouble, and then they relate to people like myself when it is time. And vice versa. If I find out that this family is in need, then we send them to those housing counseling agencies that can assist. So it's very congruent.
Now, I saw your website up there, and I couldn't read it because of the distance and the bright lights we're looking into, but it's
Core Solutions Group, and that's grp.com.
CoreSolutionsGroup.com. GRP is how we're spelling group. So anybody who is a real estate professional could go to that website
Yes.
and learn a little bit about this book. And it's not just for Fresno people or
That is
Valley
correct.
people.
It's for the
Anybody in
nation.
nation. And is it going to take off? Is it just now being released, or has it been out there?
I've got some fantastic news. California Association of Real Estate has deemed this product as a first-time home buyer product. They're going to marry it with a certification program and sell it to all agents in the California area that are interested, of course, in that certification program. The second more exciting thing is this corporation called NeighborWorks America. What they do is provide education to all HUD-funded agencies in the United States, as well as banks and title and lending. And so the beautiful thing is, once we marry this product with their product, we will be able to touch all 50 states.
Wow.
My goal really ultimately would be to take those 10 steps, pass a bill into Congress to allow every high school student and every United States citizen to be able to understand the 10 steps.
Put it as part of a curriculum.
That is
Even
correct.
if it's a week study or a week, 1
Yes.
week part. Now, I've seen some programs where you have to take a class in order to qualify for the program to buy a house. Some of the
That would be your HUD-funded agency,
Right.
like the Community Housing Council.
okay,
which
and this
is-
this is a tool, and they'll use that there, hopefully.
This is sort of like a fun prelude to that. That's the real deal. When you're in those courses, you're there 16 hours, you're going to actually get free money.
Yeah.
You're actually going to get money for closing costs that you may not have to pay back, and that's the beautiful thing. Mine is sort of the introductory. It's the fun, softer version of, is this really for me? So,
I'm excited about this.
Me too.
Core, you call it the Core
Solutions Group.
Core Solutions Group. Core Solutions, before you buy a house, you should go through this. You should
Yes.
have somebody like Christine Cerda sit down with you and take you through the steps. It's 10 minutes, you said.
Yes.
It's not like 20 hours or something like that, but find out before you buy, is it for you? Is the right house for you?
That's right.
Like you said, I mean, two people go to buy a house and they may have grandma living with them in a year or so, but they haven't thought of that.
That's correct.
Or, oh, no, it's just going to be me and my wife. We're never having children. Next thing you know, there's kids.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, and go to Core Solutions Group. Group is GRP, Core Solutions Group. Christine Cerda, is there a phone number they could call?
They can call me at 559-285-1999.
And we would be, we should say this, if you want to buy or sell a house.
Yes, you can call me.
Christine
I
Cerda.
am a realtor and I do
Guaranteed.
sales.
Guarantee, you've heard of them, right?
96 years.
Christine Cerda, thank you for sharing this with us. And we
Thank
want you to
you.
come back in a month and give us an update on the progress.
We'd love to.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Real Estate right after this.